is talking about.
What's up, family? Thanks to a report from the Dallas television station WFAA, a video has surfaced of the confrontational arrest of Sandra Bland back in 2015 in Prairie View, Texas. Sandra Bland was arrested, and 3 days later she was found hanging in her cell. A result, police say, of a suicide, confirmed by the coroner's office. You know they all work together, right? Yeah. Now, the video confirmed what the family and Sandra Bland's supporters felt all along, and that's that law enforcement and lawyers covered up or suppressed evidence. They had that video all this time for 4 years, and they're just now releasing it to the public. Why would they do that? It is because that cop, Brian Insigne, he said that he feared for his life. He feared for his safety. He said that he was aggressive with her because he feared for his safety. The video clearly shows that he did not fear for his safety. She had her window rolled up, first of all, mostly all the way up. He pulls out the stun gun and threatens to shoot her. He actually threatened to light her up. I'll light you up. And she's like, all of this for failure to signal? You're going to do all of this? I got to get out of the car for a failure to signal? You see, he didn't like the fact that she didn't want to put out her cigarette. You don't have to put out a cigarette when you're talking to police officers. But, you know, they just like being in control and telling people what to do and pushing people around and bullying people. So if they get a wild hat to tell you to put your cigarette out, you might want to just put your cigarette out. Because this is a situation that should have never happened. Unfortunately, we have thousands of corrupt police officers out there on the street, thousands of police officers who are mentally challenged. They are not qualified to be running around with a badge and a gun. And they don't understand de-escalation. They understand escalation. They understand bullying tactics. They understand brutalization. They're uncivil. So you trying to just exercise your fundamental rights as an American citizen, that will go over their head, because in their mind, the Constitution don't even exist. Civil rights don't even exist. It's what they say. They're the law, and you obey the law by any means. They will do something to you to make you comply. They will even take your life, which is what I suspect that happened. I believe that they killed that woman. That woman said, oh, you want to go to court? We're going to take this to court. We'll take this to court. She was ready to fight. When she was being booked, she was compliant. She didn't need anybody standing over her. She didn't have to have somebody holding her hands and all of that type of stuff, holding her down, restraining her. She was compliant. They didn't like the fact that they had an uppity Negro. So they took her life. Is what I suspect that happened. Now that video is going to answer a lot of questions. Again, like I said, it only confirms what we already knew. We knew that he wasn't in fear for his life. That's just what they say to get away with misconduct, police misconduct, and murder. That's just something that they say. It's like an automatic reflex expression. That's what they do. If I hurt somebody, do something to somebody, I fear for my life. Fear for my safety. Fear for my partner's safety. That's all they do. 1,000% of the time, if they do something. You'll never hear them kill somebody, arrest somebody, beat somebody, push somebody around, bully somebody, intimidate somebody, and not say, I fear for my life. That is an automatic response. I fear for my life. So the family now wants the investigation into her murder to be reopened. I don't think it's going anywhere, because while they fired the trooper who initially pulled her over and arrested her, and they banned him for life from law enforcement, they didn't do anything about the other cops that's suspected of either killing her or witnessing her murder and knowing about the murder. Because that woman was murdered, man. That woman did not hang herself. And that's another thing. Black people don't hang themselves. I'm saying in general. That's not something black people do. When you consider the history of lynching, that's one of the most disrespectful things that a person can do. If you want to check out of here, that ain't what you do if you're black. You don't hang yourself. That ain't something black people do in general. So there it is, man. Y'all do what y'all want to do with this information. But man, I'm going to leave a link to the video in the description so y'all can check out the video for yourselves. Whew. For all the cops that were involved in the murder of Sandra Bland, anybody who knew about it, suppressed evidence, even the ones who knew about that video, your mama should be embarrassed and your daddy should have pulled out. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?